little tag.
Oh, right. Okay, so that's like a clan tag type thing. So I'll send you an invite like in a bit,
Oh,
or
just for Trials Fusion, or?
no, man, you gotta use the force.
Oh, nice. I like that. Oh, crap. Oh, Pit
Yeah.
Viper. I watched Les Mis movie for the first time this weekend. It's pretty
Oh,
good.
nice. How was it? What was it? What's it about? Because I've seen the plays. Well, I haven't seen the plays, but obviously I've seen the adverts and the promotion
Oh
and
yeah.
the billboard for the plays in London because, it's a
So
thing.
it's set just after the French Revolution, I believe, where they've just deposed the king and the Boulodier and all that. So they're like, yeah, we're all free, but then like the people who replace them are just as bad. So it's still like the elites versus the populace. Like, oh, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and then there's a huge. Well, the main struggle is the main character.
So did you go see it in theater? As in, like,
I did see it in theater last year before watching the movie.
because I remember you
And
mentioning that, yeah.
yeah, that was fantastic. If you only ever see one musical, I would highly recommend that be the one you see.
Okay.
It's very powerful.
I would say, well, actually, I've seen Lion King and Aladdin.
Oh yeah, how are they?
They were
did
both
agree.
fucking amazing.
Yeah,
In theater. So
nice.
if you're in London and I don't know, I think Aladdin's moving. I think not too.
Okay.
Oh my god, why can't I get up this first ramp? Why?
Oh,
Okay, there we go. I was a pro at this, man. Right now I'm like Demo. Not to say he's bad, but he just it takes him a while.
ow.
Yeah, this one's a delicate act of
Yeah.
balancing and kind of getting across. There we go.
How are you supposed to do this with zero faults?
Well, I think I could do it after
Yeah.
a couple of attempts. Like I've done this one before with zero
Nice.
faults. Yeah, Lion King was good. Aladdin, I think maybe is moving, but yeah, okay. Les Mis. So you watched the film, right? Is that?
Watched the musical last year. Watched the film this weekend. Come on! Oh Jesus! Why is this so hard? It shouldn't be. Ah!
Let me just put out a quick tweet
Nice.
informing people that we are here.
Are we live, by the way?
We are live, yeah.
Okay, just checking. We have
So,
very
yeah.
soft intros.
I mean, I'm fuck intros. That's my philosophy now.
Yeah, of course.
After a couple of weeks of doing this, because it's like we could be those guys that just come on and like, your boy,
What's up, YouTube?
what's up YouTube, or sup
Back at it
nation?
again.
Yeah, sup nation? Like I don't like no, like nah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we just go, man. We just start,
Yeah.
You don't need a fucking intro. We just start talking, innit? It just
Yeah,
sounds very
life is-
produced. Unless it's like a highly produced video or something, and it's like, alright, cool, here's the
Yeah.
purpose. But even then, I think it's very cookie cutter now, to the point where like everyone's got their little intro. I mean, it's good. It's almost like a catchphrase, like.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's so many there's really popular YouTubers that you recognize just off the intro. But we're not
That's true.
aiming for that. We're just talking shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
I say shit, but I mean like this is good content.
Good shit, yeah.
Good shit.
Ah. Oh, go away. I'm winning. Leave me alone.
I'm not coming. I can see you.
Bunny
Yeah.
hop. No. Ow. Oh, ah.
Ooh.
terrible.
That's the other thing. It's like the dummy physics are fucking beautiful in this game.
Yeah. Jeez.
So what would you say? Does the movie get a thumbs up, thumbs down?
Sorry?
The Les Mis film, does it get a thumbs up? Does it get a thumbs down?
Oh yes, absolutely. In retrospect, though, I would, if you're going to see both, I recommend watch the movie first, so you kind of get the story, and then it's still good on its own, and then you enjoy the musical because there's a lot more power in it.
Yeah.
But because it'll depend on the acoustics of where you go to watch it, but you can miss some of the dialogue. So I wasn't quite sure what was going on for the first half hour or so. My wife had seen it, so she kind of explained what was going on. I would recommend movie first, then musical. And if I'm being honest, the musical did kind of spoil the movie a bit because it's so much more impressive.
Oh, okay, all right, fair enough. And there's something about like watching like live entertainment though.
Absolutely. I guess each show is kind of unique. In
Like
a way as well.
it's yeah, like because I've seen Lion King and Aladdin, and that was kind of different from the films because there's certain things it's just better on screen, and there's certain things that are just better in theater or production and. But in terms of films, this week I actually watched 2 films.
Oh yeah.
I guess I thought they were both good. Okay, so I watched Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
That was good. I enjoyed that.
Excellent.
And like, this is the thing, when they did the first design for Sonic, obviously it was kind of horrifying, and it's probably not the kind of things that won't give your kids nightmares, because it probably will. I mean, it looked disgusting, but I'm actually glad they went and kind of redesigned Sonic, so he looks more, he looks more like Sonic, he looks more likable, he's definitely more kid-friendly. Oh, dude, you got blood all over your character.
Oh.
Or is that just the red t-shirt? I don't know.
Yeah, I just changed the color. With the blood of my enemies. Ah.
And I knew that I was going to enjoy this film, even if it was terrible. I was kind of hoping that the film would be so bad that it was good. You know, those kind of films.
That's always fun in its own way, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like... I didn't know what to expect, but I knew that Jim Carrey's a freaking G, man. Like, I knew, either way, he was gonna, like, carry the film. I just, like, get it? Carry the film. But, either way, I was just pretty sure I was gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, that's good to hear. And I heard there's a lot of, because they both came out on Valentine's Day, it's having a rivalry with Birds of Prey, I hear.
So that's like, the other film I watched.
Oh, interesting.
So I also watched Birds of Prey. You know what? Despite it was good, man. I thought it was great. Like, it was a good. I don't know how long it was. It might have been like 2 hours or something. But it was definitely something I enjoyed. I mean, leading up to it, I was trying to again avoid spoilers and trailers and kind of just go in blind. It's been working well for me because it just kind of like. Doesn't really give you any expectation, and you kind of just enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
But I heard a lot. Oh, don't get your hopes up about a Birds of Prey, or it's like a Deadpool knockoff, or this, that, and the other. And the fact of the matter is, like, I don't think so.
Okay.
Like I just enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah. A lot of people put too much pressure on films these days.
This is the thing, like, it's entertainment at the end of the day. It's allowing you to spend an hour or two to kind of forget about what's going on and just enjoy yourself. Or spend time with friends or, your significant other, whatever the case is. Like, go watch a movie.
Yeah, if it's good, great, new experience. If it's bad, you have a good time either way.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's bad, you can still have fun with it. But I think this is where a lot of the, like, there's so much prejudgment. Okay, so I think the moral of the story is the fact that the internet needs to stop being a bitch
Yeah.
and just allow things to breathe before making a judgment about
Yeah.
whatever, or being so critical. At the end of the day, it's a piece of entertainment. It's not gonna fucking nourish your life in terms of
It's not gonna stand.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a Scorsese level film, At the end of the day, like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna go watch it, you're doing yourself a disservice by, being
Going
a critic,
into it angry.
or being too critical about it. Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, but going into it angry even.
Yeah, like, oh, it just better be, or even, the other notion was comparing it to the other DC films, and like, to be fair, I don't really care about the other DC films. I liked Wonder Woman. I thought that was really well done. I think Gal Gadot is a fucking someone that is at the tip of the spear when it comes to like, the whole, female protagonist thing. Because I'm not on that whole bandwagon when it comes to, we can get into that another time. But yeah, she's a strong female.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people fall into the trap, like, oh, we have to make strong women, and they either go too far the other way, and they think that by strong women they mean like aggressive and rude and bitchy.
to put men down, like,
yeah,
I don't think that's what it's about, but
strength isn't about tearing other people down.
Unless you're Wonder Woman, in which case it's understandable, but
well, then you just tear down the bad guys.
Yeah.
Then if you try to make everyone else the bad guy, then don't you become the bad guy? Frickin' too high.
I don't know, that was too philosophical for me to do, and do Mex tricks at the same time for me to think about, but yeah, I feel where you're coming from. Yeah, I like Wonder Woman. I didn't really care for anything beyond the Dark Knight trilogy, because that was my favorite, I think.
Yeah.
Not just superhero trilogy, but like, man, it's up there in terms of some of my favorite. Yeah, it's a great trilogy.
Absolutely.
I didn't really care for the, Man of Steel. I didn't care for. I didn't see Aquaman actually, so I can't really speak on it. It might have been good. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything.
I hear it's fun. Then, we both did the same thing. It's also, you've watched Smallville, right?
I'm watching Smallville now, so obviously, we'll get to that in a second. We'll get to that in a second.
But it's also
get to Smallville
because there's 10 seasons worth of just building up, well, not Superman per se, but Clark Kent. Then it doesn't. No other kind of variation of him can really compare. There's just so much. I don't want to say like it's all good.
Like, I mean, you've got a limited amount of time to tell a story in a film, and like, I don't want to give away spoilers for Birds of Prey, but like, I think for people that have seen it, the message is, don't fuck with someone's breakfast. Like in John Wick. I don't know if you've seen John Wick, but they
don't mess with someone's dog.
Don't mess with someone. So in Birds of Prey, like one of the, I mean, this is not major plot spoiler, but it's just I remember thinking about it at the time because I was doing some intermittent fasting, and I was like, someone fucks with her eggs, and then that was it. And it's like, don't fuck with someone's breakfast.
That's the last straw. It's the first and last straw.
Yeah. It was really, there was a lot of cool things in Birds of Prey. I enjoyed it. Fuck what anyone else says. You know.
That's great.
I think it's gotten mixed reviews, but at the end of the day, it really comes down. It's on you. If you're gonna go and enjoy yourself and go enjoy, like.
Yeah. I think people try to make it political, which
I think
is
people
always
try
good.
and sound smart. That's what it is. Like they're trying to sound smart, like sound smart, but they either rely too much on another opinion or an influencer or reviews, and it's like, why don't you just shut the fuck up and go watch the film and tell me what you thought?
Yeah,
and if you genuinely don't like it, then cool, I'll listen to you, or I'll get where you're coming from. But if it's just basically if you're going into it with that attitude, it's like, why? You're just wasting your time. You're wasting your popcorn's time. You're wasting your friends or your significant other's time. Just don't go. Just stay at home. Just read the reviews. Anyway, enough about my tirade.
Yeah.
about
Too many
how people
go
should
into
enjoy things. I don't know. I guess that's people how I guess that's how they enjoy things now, which is kind of sad.
Yeah. People will go into things just for someone else's opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Yes, no.
So yes, I'll definitely. I'm not gonna say I'll recommend those films, but I enjoyed them.
Yeah.
And that's really what matters, to be honest. Like, I don't care what anyone says. I'm coming off like a super narcissist in this episode, but no, I don't really care. It's just another part of the Moism.
There's a fine line between being narcissistic and confident in oneself.
I wouldn't even say. I wouldn't even say. It's annoying to me. Not just with movies, with games, with whatever. It's like you hear, apart from, unless something's got like really shining, praise. Something like a Persona 5, where I don't think anyone's told me anything negative about that game, or everyone that everyone that I know that's played it actually like really enjoyed it, which is what kind of makes me excited for it. I'm like, okay, cool, this is something that I'll enjoy. Same thing with Yakuza, not many people have said, oh, it was terrible or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, the moral of the story: make your own mind up about things. Don't listen to the internet, because the internet can be a bitch at times.
Yep, absolutely. I think that's just a good life lesson in general. Always have an open mind.
Yeah, make your own mind up about things. Like, stop being influenced by your favorite influencers. I hate that term as well, and I also hate the term content creators. It's like, because at the moment I'm doing this thing, so obviously we don't stream as much, but I'm doing a thing on YouTube, so I'm trying to build up the YouTube at the moment. I'm trying to keep consistent with putting out a video every day, based on a particular series. So at the moment you can go over to, or you can search for Mo, MAU 2x15 on YouTube, and the series at the moment is Stone Cold Steve Austin's Showcase Mode. So I'm a big wrestling fan, and it's basically about his journey to becoming who he became. And I don't know where I was going with that. I kind of started talking about YouTube, and then I just kind of lost the plot because I was watching you trying to get up this ramp.
I did it once, and I can't remember how I did it. Ah, jeez.
I think you have to bunny hop on this one. No, you don't need to go back.
I didn't even get my freaking wheel up there. That's the problem. Ah, there we go. Ah! Ah!
So lean forward and then kind of pull back a bit. Yeah, because you need to level out a bit. He just lied down on the pipe. He's just like, I've had enough.
Such a delicate balance, because you got to like lean back to get the wheel up there in the first place, and then immediately like lean forwards. Oh jeez. Is this what YouTube wants? Or Twitch, sorry.
It's okay.
Wherever we are right now.
That was fun.
Let's do it again sometime.
Yeah, you get a second. You can do it right now.
Yeah. Whee!
I might actually wait for you there just to kind of show you what I did.
Alright, fair enough.
So what are we talking? Yeah, it's weird, man. I don't know, but it's weird how people enjoy things now. Or,
Yeah.
instead of just taking the thing that's produced, just kind of get opinions on it, and then I think it's everyone's need to like act like they know everything, or act like they know more than the next person. That could be a part of it. I don't know. We don't know.
I'm sure everyone has their own reasons for.
Seriously though, I've enjoyed film so much more just going, going into things blind. Like Parasite is the best example. If you haven't seen Parasite, go watch Parasite. Great movie to go in blind to, because I thought it was about something completely different to what it actually ended up being about.
Here we go again.
Okay, so I can relax a bit now. Okay. So this is what this. So I'm gonna try and explain what it is. Oh, there you go.
Ah!
Oh, you almost had it. Look here.
Yeah.
You gonna wait there, or should I wait here, or I'll just fall down?
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so look, this is what.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's not what you do. Oh, you fucked me up now as well. No, there you go.
Yeah, see now the pressure's on. See.
Get there, and then I can just go up. But I'll wait for you. Smallville. So we were talking about Smallville, right?
Oh yes.
I finally watched past the episode that I've ever. I've watched further. The furthest I ever got was episode. I think it was called Static, and it had Batista in it.
Oh yeah.
In season 6. So I'd only ever watched up until that episode. Yeah. And yesterday I surpassed that. I surpassed that episode. So I watched the next episode.
Yay.
That. So I've watched more Smallville now than I've ever watched.
This has been a good week of historic restoration for you.
It has, because we know what we're going to talk about later on today. So I got past that episode of Smallville. And I mean, the episodes are fine. It's still it's still Freak of the Week sort of stuff, and you know, I'm just gonna try watch one here and there and just kind of get through it. But what were you saying in terms of?
Oh my god! I did it!
I think you said season 8 kind of dipped a bit. Well done, by the way, for getting up the ramp.
Thank you very much. Yeah, season. I don't know. Do we want to spoil it much?
Oh, I know.
Actually,
sorry, go on.
I've seen it all the way through twice, and I don't want to spoil it for you at all. So I'm not going to say anything.
All I know is that, firstly, I've caught up to you very quickly. Secondly,
yes, you did.
You're probably going to win though. Season 8, they got Rosenbaum for a bit or something.
Sorry, say that again?
I think you said it in the past, like they got rid of Michael Rosenbaum for a little while.
Oh, I did it, yes. I will not make any comments on anything that happened ever in Smallville. That's up to where you are now.
Okay, well, I guess there's still 4 seasons left.
Yeah, there's a nice fancy hotel left.
There's a nice fancy hotel?
Yes, the 4 seasons.
Oh, right. Isn't that a band with Jimmy Valley?
Jersey Shore?
Jersey Shore? You mean...
Jersey Boys. Jesus.
Jersey Boys, yeah. Jersey Shore is something completely different.
We watched Jersey Shore together, Jersey Boys together, right?
I think, yeah, we did. I watched Jersey Shore reluctantly with H while I was at home injured for a period of time. Okay. And yeah, that was when we were playing Metal Gear, right? So I think I was playing the Metal Gear series, and with H we were watching Jersey Shore, which I said I'd never watch because it's just crash TV, and then you just kind of get hooked on it, which is really fucking strange. It's like Jeremy Kyle. It's like, I'm not going to watch this because it's garbage. Why can't I change the channel?
Is that when you were watching Big Brother, season 18 or whatever it was?
No, that was more recently. I don't know when season 18 was, but I watched that one season, yeah.
I remember because...
This was before then, yeah.
Yeah, because you just... remember this one time, it's still like a bit confusing. Remember you just you got online and you was like, hey bro, it's like just... do you want to watch something? I'm like, yeah, sure, let's watch something. I was like, okay, cool, we're going to watch season 3 of Big Brother this season. I'm like, alright. Why? Like, just go for it. Like, no questions asked, just do it.
Yeah.
Like,
it was
okay.
pretty good that one season, you know. And it's not something that I would follow. Like I think with Vimmel, he's more of a Big Brother fan. I'm not, because I like the American one's not bad, you know. It's kind of interesting. But I think the one we have here is just really fucking boring because you're just sitting there watching people. You're just watching a live stream of their lives, and it's like they're not really doing much.
Yeah.
So I don't
A lot of
really
people live streams lives are boring.
Yeah.
Not like us. You know, this is dynamic and cool.
This is interesting because we're doing BMX tricks and stuff.
Me going up the exact same ramp and then falling into a freaking hole ditch.
Okay, there we go. Man, this used to be so much easier. I think it's just the lack of practice.
Yeah, I think so.
So, as you were saying earlier, it's been a week of restoration. Yes, it has, because we've righted some wrongs this week. So we got past Smallville, and yesterday, I'm happy to announce, after 84 years, I defeated Every in Final Fantasy X.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, man. Stupid fish.
And okay, so let's talk a little Final Fantasy X. Fuck me, this game is still good. After like, I don't know, it's been maybe 17 years since it's come out?
Wow, yeah, it's been a while.
I think so. It's been about, oh shit, my guy's just dangling off this pole. Just got to charge the controller. There we go. So, there was me thinking that GTA 5 is going to be the game to kind of cross, you know, I think almost 3 platforms now, because it came out when it was on PS3, which is why I played it on originally, and then, you know, it's on PS4, and I wouldn't be surprised.
No. We played on PS2 together.
No, GTA 5. I mean, GTA 5.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were still on. I'm focused on what we're doing.
Yeah, GTA 3 we played on PS2 when you and Marty broke the bed. Yeah. With GTA 3, it come out on PS4, and I remember finishing it then. And then they added like first-person mode, and then it came out on PS4, and the online really kind of took off. And it's still going, like they're still making stuff for it, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I think that or I thought that was going to be the first game that kind of transcended like 3 platforms, because I wouldn't be surprised. It's going to be on PS5. Are you having trouble there?
No. At least I got to watch the winner in action. Oh, Jesus.
And yeah, I mean that really speaks volumes. You know, it's been around a long time and stuff. But Final Fantasy X, like, come on, it came out on PS2, right?
Yep.
I'm playing it currently on PS3. It's available also on PS4, and you can get it on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, no way. Interesting. Oh, crap.
I'm trying to cheese the finish here, but let's see.
Oh, no.
Whoa. Lean forward. Yeah.
I am.
Sound like you're about to take a shit.
I'm tense. Leaning forwards. Because, you know, when you lean into it, it affects the game. It's a pro game.
Oh, of course, of course.
Ah.
Oh, did you get it?
Nope.
Oh, you know, after we do this series of tracks, we need to do Eclectic Avenue, just to see. Because I remember you managed to bunny hop to the top of that roof.
Oh, yeah. That was fun. Oh.
There you go, there you go.
Nice.
Just bad in the chest.
So, Final Fantasy X.
Yeah,
Did we play that together at some point?
So the story behind that game is that, you know, when we were first playing it, when we were in high school,
50 years ago.
84 years ago.
84, sorry.
I think we were at a similar place in the game.
Yeah, we played it side by side.
Yeah, so we were both at a point, I think, where we were at Everett, and your party was shit. Your party was doo-doo. Your party was completely poop.
I disagree.
And I, being the fucking genius that I thought I'd be, I was like, you know what? You know, it's 1934. We have memory cards. You know, fucking. Why don't you borrow my memory card and copy my party over? That way, your party's stronger, so you can face Everett.
That's not what happened.
That's exactly what happened. And then
that's not what
you were
happened.
like, okay, let's do that.
That's
and then
not what happened at all.
And then I get my memory card back after you've supposedly copied my party over to yours, overwriting your Lulus and your Wakas and fucking all your shit that you had on your memory card. And then I get my memory card back. I'm like, alright, cool, we're at the same point, so it's fine. Then I go to fight Everett or whatever, or maybe it was slightly before then, or maybe I didn't realize, or I don't know what it was. I got to Everett, and my party was fucking bollocks. And then what do we find out? What do we find out? We find out that Victor, LtButtstrong, the man that would be Sigmar Kane, Mr. Dublin, Ireland. Turns out that he overwrit my party. Because my party was just no longer my party. It was just shit. They only had like quick attack and fucking, you know, all of these other moves that basic Pokemon have. Like, I don't know basic Pokemon moves, but you get my drift.
Dude, the funny thing is,
I over this wheel. I'm so frustrated even talking about it. I can't get over this fucking wheel.
I kind of remember it differently, which is weird. Like the same.
Okay, this is cool. How do you remember it?
I remember it like so. Because we were at the same place, you're like, oh cool, let's compare. I brought my memory card around to your house.
Yeah.
And then plugged it into your PS4, loaded it up.
I didn't have a PS4. See, your memory's fucked. Your memory's already fucked. You said PS4. We didn't have PS4s back then.
Jesus Christ, sorry. Just so focused on his stupid freaking rap.
I can't even get over this wheel. Yeah, go on, sorry. How do you remember it?
So your PS2, your memory card was still in slot 1 as you know, it normally is. I put mine in 2. And so, you know, I put mine in to compare.
Hold on, before you start, I just want to say hello to Annie. Annie has joined us in the chat. And
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay?
Annie, are you okay? Annie's okay. I'm saying Annie because I've kind of given a nickname now, because you know how we've been giving people nicknames and stuff. So Annie's full name is American Ninja 1.
I see.
So it's AN1, but it just looks like Annie to me. So, you know, I guess we're just going to call him Annie from now on. But Annie's just in time to listen to us, or you're watching me do terribly right now because you can tell I'm probably frustrated. But Victor was just telling us his version of the story where he overwrit my memory card in Final Fantasy X 84 years ago, and then I never finished the game. But yeah, sorry, go on. I'll let you tell that story. Go on, continue. Yes.
So back in high school, we were at the same place. They're on the Everett 5. We're like, oh, okay, you know, we'll bring it over. We'll compare. We can play it side by side. Your memory card is still in slot 1 as is, you know, standard. We're gonna make it.
Yeah, whoever's place you're at, they're obviously controller 1, memory card 1.
Mine's in, slot 1. And this is back before, you know, anything horrible happens, so we didn't make multiple saves, backups, because, you know,
you know what, actually, now that you mention it, it's probably affected me in adult life too, because I've got like multiple saves of like files and stuff. I've got 4 hard drives, and it probably roots back to this one event. But yes, continue, sorry.
Probably. But the trust was destroyed. Yeah. So, yeah, I put mine in memory slot 2, loaded it up. You can load from anywhere. Think, okay, look, that's your party, cool. This is my party, cool. And I go to save, because I think we do a couple fights just to, you know, have a look at it, get some experience. And I go to save, and just out of pure reflex, having played the game for 80 plus hours, you just go save, yada yada yada, memory card slot 1, save slot 1, and that was your save in that slot. So I
Yeah.
overrid it before even realizing that, and then I was like, "Oh shit!" And you're like, "What? What did you just do?" I'm like, I think I just overwrote your slot, your save file.
Yeah.
And you're like, no. And then we checked, and I had indeed overwritten your file. And I was like, "No, dude, it's okay. We're in the same slot. We're in the same point in the game. It's fine." I'm very sorry. Please don't kill me. Along those lines.
But I never in the past 84 years once said that you did it maliciously. Like, you know, I didn't
No, of course.
intentionally,
It was-
like, you know,
I
overwrite the save or anything. You just basically killed any hopes I had for ever, you know, finishing a Final Fantasy game. Up until Final Fantasy 15, that was where the game kind of changed for me, because I enjoyed that so much and it was so fun. And it was surprising, because like, that was the first Final Fantasy game I finished. And then I kind of went...
You had another issue where, like, you were playing, was it another Final Fantasy game? Was it 12 or 13? And your PS3 got corrupted or it broke or something like that.
Oh, really? I don't remember that, but yeah, you might be right, yeah.
Like, you never finished 13, did you?
Oh, no, 13, it was nothing to do with corrupted file, it was just a very shitty game.
Oh, fair enough.
No. I mean, I'll take that back. It's not a shitty game. I enjoyed it for what it was, and there was a lot of, like, you know, at the time I was excited for it. But, like, I don't know, the story was kind of, I don't know, it didn't hook me, you know, it didn't
Yeah.
it didn't
I really
feed
enjoyed
my
the music.
soul. Yeah, the music's always good, the visuals are always good. There was just something about it, because I remember playing through it, like, more than once. I remember doing it the first time, and then, oh my god, I've been doing this wheel this whole time. I finally got to the checkpoint. That whole conversation we just had, and you just fucking finished the race, dick. I remember 13 just not being very fun.
Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of had that. But it's
And then
very
they
linear.
made 13 too. I mean, I'm not shitting on it. It was a good game, but it's just not for me. 13.2 and 13.3, same kind of thing. I never finished 13, so like I didn't really get to those. I have those games on PS3.
Remember someone saying like, "Oh, you know, Final Fantasy 13, it's not that bad. It gets better 20 hours in."
Yeah.
Like, that's not really a point in its favor.
Yeah.
To quote,
It's good in terms of. Yeah.
So to quote Yachi Krosho from Zero Punctuation, putting your hand on a stove probably gets better after 20 hours. Doesn't mean it's good for you.
Yeah. I mean, with Final Fantasy in general, sometimes it just depends. Like, it's always going to be great audio design. It's always going to be fucking amazing
Great
graphics.
visuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was the story in
Beautiful
13 that was kind of like, I didn't really feel connected to any of the characters. Whereas, okay, so now going back to like 10 and playing that again, like literally more than 15 years after it's come out, it's still a fucking amazing game.
Yeah, I know people had their issues with it, but overall, it's, you know, it's beloved. I would play it again if I hadn't already. I probably shouldn't. I'll wait till you're finished and you platinum the game or
I
whatever.
mean, I don't know if I'll platinum
about
it. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll platinum the game. We'll see where we are, like once we kind of finish. But I don't think I have much left, to be honest. Like, so I did Evray, which was a lot easier with my own characters because I kind of like I didn't necessarily grind this time around, but it's just sometimes you just kind of go over a certain area like maybe twice if you feel like you're getting something for your sphere grid or whatever the case is. I think I made a mistake of like asking for too much advice on it because I've got a friend who, you know, he's like the master of Final Fantasy or whatever.
Nice.
Not the master of Final Fantasy, but he's very well.
He knows his JRPGs.
He knows his stuff. Yeah, he knows. Yeah, he's a JRPG guy. And I almost asked for too much in terms of like, what should I? You know, when it stops you from playing when you just think too much.
Yeah.
Like, what should I do here? Should I use this Lux Sphere or should I do this? Should I do that? But I've just been playing it, and to be honest, you can get through it. Like, you'll be fine. I didn't struggle too much with Evray. The first time around, I got it down to like, I think it was like 3,000 health, and I was like, okay, I got this in the bag. And then it just used that swooping. It does like a swooping move. So every time you move away from it, it kind of swoops in and does a lot of damage. And that kind of nailed me the first time. And I kind of left it for that day. I was like, okay, I'll come back to it the following day. You know, no rush. Like, I think my characters are powerful enough. Like, I'm not worried. We'll do it tomorrow. And then, yeah, finally went and did it. And it was fine. And then you fight, I think, Zombie Every.
Oh yeah, which you can just beat with like 2 Phoenix Downs. I remember.
Yeah, Zombie Every is not too bad. I actually
Like,
didn't think of that.
Nowhere
That's a good
near
one.
the same fight.
That's a good shot actually, using 2 Phoenix Downs. I used like some potions, but I only did like 1,000.
Oh, that works too.
I just kind of kept running away.
Yeah.
Because you use Waka to like undo these locks while you're underwater.
Yeah. It's actually for a guy who's just
Man, he gets powerful, man. Where I'm at now, he was like, he was average, you know. And then all of a sudden, he discovers that, you know, Yevon's just a lie, and you know they're all a bunch of dickheads, and
I find a lot of Japanese games are about religion being bullshit.
this was interesting because obviously, so after being every, this is the furthest I'd ever gotten. So again, back to the point of like, you know, going beyond anything I've ever been beyond. You know, Smallville wasn't your fault, but you know, even with Smallville, got past a certain point. But yeah, with this, when he kind of finds out that, you know, the maesters are kind of messed up.
Oh yeah.
All of a sudden,
just
like,
a holding pattern.
yeah, maybe it was the sphere grid or something, but he becomes really fucking powerful. So every hit he does is like at least 2,000 damage, which is a lot, which is more than some of the Aeons.
Yeah, it's like beside all these Ronso, Mario Ronso, like big old beast of a dude, and you got black mages and summoners, and he's just a guy with a football.
Yeah, and he's been really useful for me in the past, like, you know, like yesterday when I was playing, he's really powered up.
Yeah, because he's got all the range as well. He can hit everything, and he's got all the status effects as well. It's just, he doesn't even have any armor. He's just a topless dude with a football
and racism.
Oh yeah, lots of racism
towards the Albed. He's such a racist towards the Albed, but you know, whatever works.
Albed are assholes, yeah.
He's so interesting character he is.
It's a shit again.
Oh
yeah, how are you doing with the Albed primer?
I mean, I think I've got enough of the language to where it's like I can just probably make out. Yeah, because there's a certain bit.
We did that as well. That's another reason we covered it out. Like, we were going to share the primer. Because we can, like, we missed a couple. That was part of it. Oh, let's just do this. Oh, let's have a look where we are. Ha ha ha. Oh, well, now I guess...
We'll never know Albed.
Yeah.
Or ever finish the game. But yeah.
That's one of the most annoying things about playing a JRPG is unless you plan to play them again, you kind of need to play with a guide by your side the entire time, or you're going to miss half the stuff.
Yeah, but on a side note, that's why I'm kind of excited for Persona 5, because I want to see, you know, because that looks very JRPG-y, if that's a word, to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. With this, with the primers, like, I think I've got enough of it to kind of make out, you know, what's what.
Yeah. What?
And there's one bit where you get to, I don't know how much of the game you remember, but there's a bit where you get to Bikanel Island and it's been attacked by the Guado.
Oh yeah. I am Seymour Guado.
I hate the fucking Guados, man. But
yeah, there's.
I think there's a bit where
Guado salam. Salam alaikum. Salam, I don't like.
There's a bit where, you're at Bikanel Island and you have these certain rooms where the treasure chests are kind of guarded by Albed questioning. So in order to open the chest, you have to kind of guess what the answer is. And obviously it's all in Albed, so depending on how much of the primers or how many of the primers you have. Yeah, I mean, but it's at the point now where I had enough of them, so I could kind of guess what the answers were. So they give you stuff like Albed Potion, I think, and some other stuff.
Yeah, not bad. Like, it's a nice way to, like, it's not vital to get.
You don't. I mean, you don't need this stuff.
It's
but
still just a nice, like, oh, here's a reward for that thing you've been doing this whole game.
And that reminds me, that was actually the first time during this playthrough where I got a game over screen. So I actually got a game over screen whilst facing a Guado Guardian, and 2 Chimera. And I was like, you know what? I made it pretty far without dying, so this is not bad.
Yeah. I won!
Nice, nice.
Wait, if I won... Oh, wait, you won overall. Good job!
Nice.
That was so confusing. Place Kane wins. He's second place.
Alright. So, what else? Final Fantasy X. Yeah, it's fucking amazing, man. I love this game.
The cutscenes still hold up quite well as well. Like I know.
I think it's a good balance between story and gameplay.
It does merge quite nicely. A lot of games do have that. Do struggle with that. Ah, this. There we go.
I like how there's certain things in these kind of games where, like when you're facing the Guado, they keep using healing potions, and like it doesn't matter how much damage you do, they'll just keep healing and healing until you know, I actually got frustrated after about 15 minutes. I didn't wise up, I googled up, so I went and checked it out, and I was like, what? We're just stuck on this wall. I can't even get over this thing.
We got past it once. This isn't even the hardest part. But yeah, I remember when you get to the healing potion, you're like, wait a minute, they can do that? Only I'm allowed to do that. That's illegal. It's the one advantage I have.
It's so great how, like, if you just think about it for a minute, you're like, or if you Google it after 15 minutes, you will find out that, you know, you can just use Riku to steal. So she'll steal the potion.
Oh yeah. Which is like, you either, it's kind of a, you don't really, it's an underestimated ability up until then.
It is, yeah, because I never thought to use it.
Yeah.
And then once you do that, it makes, you know, it makes everything so much easier.
Yeah. And then you realize, like, oh, I could have been doing this whole time.
Yeah.
Still, a lot of monsters that have. A lot of enemies
I started using her abilities a lot more after that. I was like, okay, what else can we steal?
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Oh my god, I did it first time. I'm so happy right now. I'm glad I failed. Well, I'm stuck now. We got stuck legitimately for like 45 minutes just on that freaking pool alone last time we did this. And now look at us.
We're already on part of the roof. So yeah, I mean, I think I got to the bit where, so you do a little bit after that, and then you get to, you know, the court, or the high court or something, where there's a Ronso Maester, and she finds out that they're cool with, you know, using, you know, the dead to guide the living, and, you know, everything gets messed up. Waka kind of loses faith in Yevon. And yeah, and then you get to the fight with Seymour in his, like, other form.
Oh yeah, one of many. I think. Actually, I don't remember. I think it's something else.
He's not dead yet? What the fuck? But,
no, I think it was something else, sorry.
Well, he's all silvery. And I mean, I don't think...
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing that's his last form, because he looked pretty dead after that.
Yeah,
but he has these abilities. He has these abilities where he, you know, he can use break, which kind of turns one of your party members to stone, and then he uses Shatter Claw, so that party member's officially like out, and you can't replace them, you can't bring them back.
Just gone to the Shadow Zone. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I remember using my Aeons, and then he uses Banish, but luckily Banish is something that sends away the Aeon.
Yeah. Just a backhand, really. Just get out of here.
Yeah, but luckily all the Aeons had overdrive, so I think by the time I got to my second one, it just overkilled him, and I was like, whoa, my party's fucking powerful, dude.
Yeah. Good stuff.
So yeah, that was where I got up to. So I don't think there's much left in the game. I don't think.
it's a JRPG. Not to spoil much, but there's always going to be a lot of like secret stuff you can do, but you don't need to.
Yeah.
Like story stuff is always going to be the main thing. Oh Jesus!
I mean, I'm not too bothered about the side stuff, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But again, I don't think I'm far off from finishing the main story. If I was to take a guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we're at with Final Fantasy.
So glad you're in it, man. I'm not gonna even think about Final Fantasy X until you finished it. Just to
no, but I do need you to think about Final Fantasy X too, and whether or not it's worth my time. Because in terms
I would say no.
No, because in terms of the PS3, so before I kind of, stream games, which I want to kind of do later on, whatever.
Oh, if you want to stream it, that could be interesting.
No, I don't want to. I won't be able to do it because it's on PS3. So at the moment, we don't have the technology. So
can't rebuild it.
We can't rebuild it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So on PS3, what I've got left is this game, Tokyo Jungle, which looks really strangely interesting, and Catherine, which is like a 15-hour kind of a puzzle game. It's like a Japanese game.
Yeah. It's also by the same guys who did Persona.
Oh yeah, it's Atlas.
Yeah. They have a unique art style and weirdness factor to them.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it looks fun, so I'm gonna try that out. And then once I'm done with that, I can kind of move over to the PS4 like properly. But the other question I had is whether or not it's worth playing Final Fantasy X too.
No. I finished it. I had a friend who finished it, and it's like, it's fun on its own, but it doesn't really add anything. If you enjoyed first game, that's just my opinion. It's too different to kind of give you the same satisfaction.
Oh, okay.
I would suggest, if you wanted to see the continuation, watch it on YouTube, or like just the story, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And you can kind of judge for yourself. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just not as good, and it's very different.
Okay. Well, I mean, if it's not a fucking... Well, it's up... I trust your opinion on whether or not it's worth the time, so... If you're saying it's not worth the time, I probably won't bother with it. Because there's other RPGs I want to try still. You know, like, we've got Persona 5 Royal coming out, there's like Ni no Kuni 2, I've even got Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age for PS4.
Oh, nice. I bet that's good. Like, I played the first one, and I still want to replay it, and the Zodiac Age I hear is a good...
Yeah, because my brother played it on PS3, or was it PS2? I don't know what it came out on originally. I think it was PS2.
PS2. Halfway through. Oh no. Only allowed 250 more faults. Ah, fuck you. Well done. I did this last time. Like, with...
You did, yeah.
I think I'm actually getting worse at it.
Well, we haven't played it in a while. Also, this Sunday I've got an upcoming Baby Metal concert. That's a bit random, but...
Fantastic.
Like, yeah, that's the thing though, like, I'm not really excited for it. I know I will be, but when it kind of sinks in.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, I tend to, like, not think about things until the day, or maybe the day before, or whatever the case is.
You don't want to overhype yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've missed anything in terms of being up to date with stuff. But one of the things I've been thinking of for the past 2 weeks is just the concern over being around a lot of people with this whole virus thing going on. So I was like, should I take a face mask or what? Because, like, I saw a post by New Japan where they were kind of encouraging people not to come to their events, like these wrestling shows. They were like, if you're not feeling well, or if you've got a flu, or if you've got flu-like symptoms, or you've got a cold or a cough, please be mindful of your health and don't come to the event. They'll fully refund you. They've cancelled all meet and greets with wrestlers. So there's like events, promotions, and promoted events that are like being cautious about this kind of thing. And I'm just kind of iffy about being around so many people, especially at a rock concert. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
uh,
I would suggest, like, err on the side of your health, especially if they'll refund you.
oh, I don't know if Baby Mall will refund us, but New
Worth
Japan,
looking
I'm
into at
saying
least.
compared to that, like they were
Oh yeah.
kind of saying that they would
It's
refund people.
worth looking into if they will or not.
I mean, I do want to go. I will go.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, it's just.
I'd look into like health concerns beforehand. Like, there's a lot of people that are saying, yeah, wear the face mask, and other people are saying like it's actually bad because it promotes like warmth and moisture. Anything can actually make it worse. So I don't know. I'd look into it a bit more first.
Yeah.
I have to go in a few minutes, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine.
Never get up this bloody thing.
What else did I want to talk about? Have you ever watched Adventure Time?
I have. I watched the first 4 seasons, 4.5.
How many seasons are there, and what's it about, and should I watch it? Because at the moment I'm watching some South Park season 1 on
Nice.
Amazon Prime Video, and no, they don't promote us. South Park or Amazon.
I would suggest then, because they're only 10 minutes per episode with Amazon Adventure Time, I'd just say watch the first episode, see if it's your thing. A lot of people
What
find
did you
the
enjoy about
randomness. It's creative. There's a lot to enjoy. It's got a fun sense of humor.
Is it one of those like ones that looks like it's for kids but it's for adults?
Yeah, kind of. Yes, it's designed with
Oh,
all
but
ages in
can
mind.
kids watch it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's got some mature themes about it at times as well. Oh no! Crap! It's one of those things that like it looks at the beginning like, oh, this is just cute and fun, and then slowly over time it's like, actually, it's far more mature and deep than we gave it credit for, you know?
Okay, well, okay, I might check it out. At the moment, yeah, I was just watching some South Park season 1, and that is clearly not for kids, but
Yeah. And yet we all watched it as kids.
yeah, I remember, staying up late and it was on like Channel 4 and you just see South Park and it's like, oh, this looks like animation, but wait a minute, why is it on so late?
Yeah.
It helped shape a generation now that takes offense to the word retard.
Yeah, what happened with that? It's like this generation was defined, was split down the middle of people who were either like too sensitive and too aggressive in a way. I don't know. Too offensive.
By the way, the bit I'm on is harder than it looks.
Yeah, I remember. Is that to do with the electricity?
Yeah, there's like, yeah, it's like solar panels,
Oh yeah.
oddly placed, and electricity on the ground. What else? The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was bone broth. But I don't know if we'll
Bone
get to that.
broth.
Yeah. Have you ever
Interesting.
tried it?
Yeah. I have not.
We
Sounds
made
interesting.
some this week.
Yeah.
It's really good for you. It took a bit of effort to kind of figure out how to do it
Yeah.
because everyone on YouTube is a fucking professional, as is, and everyone seems to have a different recipe. But it's quite easy to do. All you need is the meat and the bones,
Okay.
and kind of whatever you want to put in it, and then you just kind of let it kind of slow cook for a couple of hours,
Okay.
and then I kind of let it cook again the next morning because I'm not sure about leaving things on overnight. I don't trust it.
Yeah. Sounds good though.
But yeah, it's
Why-
really good for you.
What makes it a bone broth, per se?
So you basically, when you put in apple cider vinegar, it basically sucks out all the nutrients, all the collagen, cartilage, all of these things that we don't really get in our diets from anything else. And I mean, you can look up the benefits online. Like, there's a lot of benefits of having bone broth. So it's actually good for your bones, first of all.
I thought it was. I thought it was made from like you put it's like meat on the bone. That's why I thought it was called bone broth.
It's called bone broth because you use bones to cook it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
So it basically breaks down the nutrients within the bone of the animal. So it's like I used lamb. It's really good, man. It helps you line. It helps with digestion. It lines your insides.
Yeah, sounds great.
It also resets your gut bacteria. So a lot of the times when we take medication or take aspirin or whatever the case is, a lot of the time antibiotics, the doctor will always say to take antibiotics, but they never give you any probiotics afterwards. Because it's essentially like nuking your gut bacteria. So it's going to destroy what's good and what's bad.
Yeah, which can really set you back quite a bit.
Yeah, it can, and this is something that you don't really, you don't really kind of reset your good guys until you have something like this.
Yeah, you could end up even sicker if you're not
Yeah,
careful.
because antibiotics for a long period of time is just not good. I mean, it's good for certain things, but it's literally like nuking your system. So you need to get something to get your good bacteria back. So one of the things that helps you reset good bacteria is bone broth. I think I read some stuff about people actually like getting rid of like some kind of allergies as well. So if they have like a nut allergy,
yeah,
they were able to use that with like some kind of intermittent fasting and kind of reset the gut bacteria so they can actually process things they've been allergic to their whole lives.
Oh, should look into that. Look at
So,
my hay fever.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I mean, there's like a ton of benefits for bone broth. It tastes really good once you get the recipe down. And yeah, no, I thought I'd ask you, see if you've ever tried any of it, because I've never tried it. I tried it this time and it was really good.
Yeah, I've never tried it, but I'd like to now.
And it's surprisingly filling.
That's a good point. I tend to I got a big gut. I need a lot of filling.
Yeah, with the with the Canada, with the ramen place that we went to in like London. If you remember, you know how they do their their broth, sorry, it's done over like 48 hours or something, so they do like pork broth or something. It's kind of like that, but you just kind of do it at home.
Yeah, I'll have to give it a try sometime, I think.
And yeah. You're still trying to get up the roof.
No, I walked away for a second, and then my guy just like slipped back into the pool, and now he's just floating like a corpse. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it a day there, I think.
Yeah, sounds good.
Once again, this course has defeated me.
Okay, well, I can't seem to get over this hump here either.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn the stream off and thank everyone for joining us.
Oh yeah, cheers guys. Let's look over streaming for a second.